is up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be covering macro dieting, or if it fits your macros, aka flexible dieting. And today's video is probably one of the most important videos that I'm going to put up on the YouTube channel, and kind of the whole reason I started YouTube. I just want to be able to get this exact information out there quicker on a easier platform. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video or find it at least a little bit helpful or useful, because it's going to be on the lengthier side and just kind of informative, like class or tutorial style. So hopefully you guys can find some benefits from it. A couple disclaimers before I start. This isn't for everyone. Not everyone has to go about their dieting or whatever like this. It's just that a lot of people have found success with this, and a lot of people like it because there is some flexibility to it, and you don't only have to be eating, the same foods every single day. If you have prior health issues or dietary restrictions, then this probably isn't the best thing for you, and you should be doing whatever you need to adhere to those things. So I guess to start off, if it fits your macros, goes on this idea that the 3 macronutrients, which are protein, carbs, and fats, all have a caloric value. And what this means is, if you look right here, a part of my handwriting, I hope you guys can kind of make it out, but proteins and carbs, 1 gram of a protein or carb has 4 calories, and for 1 gram of fat it has 9 calories. And so how you get your dietary value, or how you get your daily calorie intakes, is based on how many of each macronutrient you take. And so I'll go through this later and give you examples, and hopefully it makes a little more sense, but pretty much you need to know that what these per grams equal in calories. So aside from the numeric value of these, quick background is, I'm sure you guys all know, proteins. Protein has a lot of benefits to your body. Usually everyone assumes that it helps build muscle. It does, helps build muscle, repair muscle, and then also has a bunch of other effects. Carbs is going to be your energy. These are just like very brief backgrounds of them. And then fats, typically with your organs, and then with your hormone levels. And yeah, I can go in depth on all those, but I'll probably say that for another video. But that's just the basis of it, is all these are important. So all those fat diets that say low fat, high carb, or no carb, whatever, it's not good to completely kick out all complete macronutrient group, because they're also important, and it's so important to keeping your body in check and in a certain kind of balance. To touch on calories, just because I realized I didn't actually say anything about that, it's a unit of energy, and this whole dieting method is kind of based around calories. So pretty much if you eat, well, I'll go ahead and show you this example really quick, and I'll talk with this. So there's a bunch of equations online that you can get your daily or your maintenance calories from, which is your daily energy expenditure, meaning this is the amount of calories that you could eat every day and you wouldn't gain or lose any weight, in theory. And yeah, there's a bunch of them online, but if you guys need help calculating your own personal maintenance calories, let me know and I can make a video on that. Just leave a comment down below. And yeah, so for this example, I'm going to go ahead and just use 3,000 calories because it's an easy number to work with. And let's just say that I'm trying to lose weight, and maybe my maintenance calories would be actually 3,300. So I went ahead and subtracted 300, which is typically what you would do, 2 to 300 over or under, to have gradual change in your body composition. And from there, you would have a split. A lot of people use percentages, like 30, 30, 40, or I guess whatever you would want to. And some people just do it based off their protein, because protein is always going to be the most important, because you want to make sure you get enough protein in your diet. So for this, using the numbers that the macronutrients are worth calorie-wise, I went ahead and tried to show you guys. So if I was trying to take in 200 grams of protein every day, this would be kind of the layout of everything. So if I were to start with 200 grams of protein, because that's close to my body weight, you typically want a gram of protein per lean body fat. lean pound of body weight. So you typically want 1 gram of protein per 1 gram or per body weight in pounds, pretty much. So if I weigh 200 pounds, I want 200 grams of protein, assuming that you're relatively lean. So those early calorie numbers I gave you before, pretty much you would just multiply your protein by 4, because 1 gram of protein is 4 calories, and that would give me 800 calories just for my protein. And then you go ahead and calculate your carb. So I went ahead and just put 350 in. These are just example numbers. And if you multiply 350 times 4, you get 1400 calories. And then I went ahead and added these two together, the calories, and subtracted it from my total. And then that gave me 800 calories. And then I divided 800 by 9 to get the fats in grams. And I just did the fats backwards just because it was easier to add up the calories in this instance. And then pretty much from here, these are your macros. So everyone's, if you've ever heard the term like, oh, does that fit your macros or that kind of thing? Some people are just joking around, but these are kind of set numbers that you're trying to hit every day. And the flexibility comes in that technically you can hit these numbers in any way that you want, with any food that you want, and as long as it's within those numbers, you'll obtain your goal. And so this is where the flexibility comes in, whereas you can eat a donut, and I tell people, oh, like, yeah, I eat a donut every day, and then I'm still losing weight somehow, and some people are shocked. It's just because as far as your daily total calorie intake goes, 1 donut isn't gonna, fill up your daily calories. So I guess an easier way to show this would be, so I realize when I've tried to explain this to people, they actually have a hard time visualizing everything. And so I don't know if anything I said earlier even makes sense, but you can think that the numbers that I just gave for each macronutrient can be kind of thought of as a bar graph. So the flexibility comes in this. Let's say I were to eat a donut and you're trying to lose weight, and this is your calculated calories for a deficit, a caloric deficit. So the idea is that, let's say this donut is 22 grams of fat. I'm going to go ahead and knock out this much of my daily fat that I can eat that day. And then my carbs, maybe it's 20 grams of carbs and then maybe like 5 protein. And so this is a better way to visualize it, I think. Ideally, you don't want to eat only donuts, or else you're going to max out your fats right away without being able to hit your other macronutrients. This is why you want to have a decent balance. A lot of people think you should be eating like 80-20 or 70-30 as far as clean and then junk food goes. So 80% clean, whole, dense, nutrient-dense foods, and then you can go ahead and play with your sweets, your ice creams, your donuts, and your desserts and that kind of thing. And you got to kind of prioritize that and not try to take too much advantage over this idea that you have some flexibility. But yeah, so you got to realize this is why people like this kind of method. Whereas those old school methods, or everyone thinks, someone that's into fitness or likes lifting, they can only eat, chicken and rice every single day. Like, no one can do that for their whole life. So this helps with adherence, which is the biggest part of what a diet is, and the mental aspect of, you don't have to eat, certain foods every single day. My recommendation is to download MyFitnessPal, and you can go ahead and get started on there, and it'll actually recommend all those your macronutrients for you, and you can do percentage splits of that, and then it'll help you track, and you can just put in foods there, and it'll keep track of everything you eat, warn you when you're getting close to your upper limits of each macronutrient, and it'll probably help you kind of keep your goal a lot better. So the second part of the flexibility and flexible dieting, the first part was the foods you can eat, there's some flexibility in it. The second part is the flexibility in the macronutrient numbers. And so this is kind of more of a fail-safe. So let's say the donut example, this is kind of hard to wrap your head around sometimes, but let's say the donut example, you ate 5 donuts. So let's say you killed your fats and your limit was 90 grams of fat, but you went to 100 grams of fat. So pretty much you do some mental math or whatever, you have 10 extra grams of fat that you had taken in for the day. So this 10 extra grams of fat needs to get manipulated or distributed in a way that it can fit into your carbs or proteins that, let's say, you still haven't hit yet for the day. And so how you go about this is, a gram of fat is 9 calories, so you're going to go ahead and multiply 10 grams by 9, so you're going to get 90 calories that you need to go and put into your carbs or proteins. So if you were to go ahead and put that into your protein, you would divide the 90 calories by 4, which would give you 22.5, and you subtract that and you would get 180 something, or 170, 178, 177.5. It would give you 177.5 as your new cap for your protein, so you would just adjust from there. And then you wouldn't be trying to hit 200 here, you'd only be trying to hit 177.5. Like I said, this is a fail-safe, and so people obviously aren't perfect. They're not going to hit their macros perfectly every day, or if you go out to eat with people, if you want to have a social life. This allows for that kind of flexibility, and you can go ahead and adjust, but it's not recommended to do this a lot, because if you were to, most people go over fats a lot. If you're just eating a bunch of fat every day, the effect that it will have on your body composition isn't as good. So I would not recommend, sacrificing a lot of grams of protein to just take more fat, especially depending on what your goals are. But as far as gaining excess weight, you'll still be able to avoid it, but you just won't look as good as you possibly can, pretty much. Alright, so I think that's the end of this video. I don't know if I did a good job at all explaining this. I might try a round 2 of it, depending what feedback is. I didn't realize how hard it would be to explain this to a camera, because I'm not getting any questions or immediate feedback. So yeah, please leave questions or comments or hit me up, and I'll do my best to answer it. If you guys thought this was just trash and I just did like a terrible job, just let me know. I won't take any hard feelings to it. I don't normally do this kind of stuff, so I can do it again. And yeah, I hope this was somewhat helpful to you guys, and yeah, hopefully it helps you reach your guys' goals, and I will see you in the next video. I'll probably be doing more informative videos just because I don't know, I'm not like super shredded or super strong, and I think I just know a lot of stuff. So yeah, just look out for more videos coming soon.